Cowboys, Warriors, Knights, the season's on the line. Arguing all the odds and predictions, it's a sign. Smashing buttons online, got the console glowing bright. Just three mates talking trash and arguing all night. It's all just banter and noise, incoherent and disconnected now. Lost in the mayhem, trying to make sense of it somehow. Sports and games and shouting, yeah, that's what we're about. The Incoherent Podcast, let's hear you shout it out!
Welcome back to the Incoherent Podcast, episode 25.
All right, who else's week was ruined by having to go back to work after a month of peace and quiet?
You didn't even have a month off.
Yeah, I did. I had 2 blocks off. It works out to roughly be a month. I come back on the same block that I left on. So, I've been doing some training, some truck driving, some braking.
You've done fuck all. You're a steering wheel attendant.
I'm not a steering wheel attendant. I'm a
big steering wheel attendant.
What, you're a seat warmer? You've been a bench warmer all your life.
No, I haven't. I won you a grand final. Fuck off.
You did not win me a grand final.
I was there when we won.
You didn't win it for me.
I did because I broke old mate's nose and sent him to the blood bin.
My tactical brilliance as a coach.
You was at the game, wasn't you, Eva?
I don't know. I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure you was. I'm pretty sure you came, and I hit old mate near the end of the second half and hit him in the nose, and Zach pulled me off, and he goes like, "What did you do that for?" I said, "Didn't like the way he looked at me."
He was looking at you thinking, what the fuck's this
okay, I didn't mean to. I hit him, and Zach's like, "What did you do that for?" And I said, "Just showing him that I was there," and then I didn't go back on the field. So
Did you hit him with your head?
No, my shoulder square in his nose.
I was going to say,
all those grey hairs.
I was going to say, it'd be like the game that I come and watch you play football and you tackled with your head.
That was one time, and
yeah,
I shouldn't have been there.
Yeah,
it seemed like this is why I won't go to Maitland and watch one of their American football games, because I'll end up talking myself into, you know what, I could do this. I'll be sitting there trying to be a quarterback when really I'm like,
please do.
You know, an orange peeler that cut my finger
please
off.
Do.
Yes.
Just do it.
Anyway,
although I
got
don't
that
know
little bit out of the way.
Helmet big enough for all those grey hairs.
At least it'll cover the grey hairs up.
I suppose, yes, that would be an improvement.
They're my wisdom hairs. I get one added every time I grow wiser. Eventually, I'll be a wizard.
Harry, is that you?
No. I'm more of a Neville Longbottom. You got better as it went on. You know, one thing I did notice, though, now that all our shit's over, Mr. Fancy Pants over here is coming out with a Warriors jersey because they're on top of the fucking ladder.
Yeah.
He didn't even come out with one of the good ones. I like the ones they got now with the green.
Hey, this is the vintage.
Yeah, I know it's not really, but yeah. I didn't like those ones.
This is the 90s, this jumper.
90s? No.
Yeah, this is when Stacey Jones was running around. Ivan Cleary even played in one of these.
No.
Yeah.
I'm going to Google it.
Because see, look, they got the Vodafone and they got the lime bitter.
I still think that's going to be a 2002 jersey, not 90s. I reckon it's not 90s because Telstra Premiership started in 1998.
I can't see. I know it's an XL.
All right, what year did the Warriors, or New Zealand Warriors, does it say Auckland or New Zealand? I would say New Zealand, wouldn't it?
It doesn't say. It just says Warriors.
So it's from best and less.
No, it's an actual jersey. This is from New Zealand, this one.
So it wasn't the best.
I got one of my mates.
New Zealand Warriors.
Yeah.
New Zealand Warriors.
Because see, look, it's got the Telstra Premiership on it. Like, that's how old it is.
Silver and black.
It'll come back with a photo of your head.
It won't be 90s. I reckon it's 2002. The New Zealand Warriors began wearing a predominantly black and silver uniform in 2001. So it's not from the 90s.
So you're wrong.
By 1 year.
You're still
you
wrong.
said 2003.
Yeah,
I said
wrong.
2002.
You're wrong.
Said 2003.
Hey, you know what's funny, but I had a little side bet on the game on the weekend. I didn't see any of it at all, but I had a little side bet. Warriors to win, Warriors 13 plus, Lecker to score, and Hansen to score as well.
So you're betting outside of our fucking thing.
It was a little side bet, I thought.
I found the exact jersey, and it says 2003.
Well, you were wrong.
You said 2002.
So, anyway, Warriors sitting at the top of the ladder in front of the Penrith Panthers. And the other thing that stands out on the ladder is the Sea Eagles are 11th in front of the Cowboys, Broncos, Raiders, Roosters, Dragons, and Titans. And the Sea Eagles have not won a game this season yet, which makes me want to amplify. Get rid of the fucking bye points. We don't need them. It's the dumbest thing ever.
Pretty much just give everyone the 6 points straight away or get rid of it altogether.
No, just don't have. If you don't play, you don't win points. You can't.
It doesn't affect it.
I know it doesn't affect it. You just go off the win and loss.
Yeah.
You go off the win and loss.
At the end of the season, everyone has
I know
the same
that it all works out at the end of the season, but why do they give you 2 points for having a week off?
You're winning, though, aren't you? You're still winning.
You're not because you're not playing. You're
beating the bye.
No, you're not. It's dumb.
You're winning.
No, it's dumb. It is so dumb. So dumb.
It does not affect anything.
No.
I know. You can say no, because I know it doesn't affect anything.
It's so pointless.
No, it
is.
You get 2 points.
2 points.
It's
you
like
get 2 points, so it's not pointless.
It's like putting an eraser on the back of a pen. You can't use the fucking thing. It's useless.
Some pens you can.
Yeah, that's right. Do you even math?
You know what I mean. What does math got to do with it? Fucking hell.
Yeah, China.
It's I just think it's stupid. The Sea Eagles are sitting there in 11th, which looks kind of respectable when you look at the ladder. And fucking, you got all these other teams that have actually won games, like the Cowboys, Broncos, Raiders, Roosters. They've actually won games, but they're sitting under the Sea Eagles. Like,
the Eagles have won a game, haven't they?
But then you've got the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs are coming third as well, and they've had a bye.
Yeah.
Well, they've only won 2 games. The Panthers and the Warriors, they've won all 3 games. Look, I know the Bulldogs are still undefeated, but my wife did do a magical thing and buy me that magnet ladder thing so I can constantly see where it's sitting anyway. But I did have a thought when she brought it in. I'm like, next year I'm going to have to buy a new one because the Bears come in. And then the year after that, I'll have to buy a new one.
You know, it's also a constant reminder come the off-season when the Knights have won back-to-back spoons and it's sitting in front of you.
All right, the Knights. If everybody noticed, I was very brutal when the Knights beat the Cowboys because Zach's fuckwit. Hoover, congratulations. Well done. The Warriors played very well. I do have thoughts on it, but not because
Go on.
The Knights.
Say your thoughts. Because your thoughts
Warriors
are
were the better team, and the Warriors deserve to win.
You.
No, it's right. Something completely different. I want to get to the other bit, though. We've got the Bears coming in next year, right? So I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, obviously goes to 9 games a week instead of 8, even number of teams, no bye. What if the NRL decides, well, we can give teams more time off if they have 2 teams have a bye each week and have the same amount of rounds when they do the TV deal?
No.
They won't.
I don't think they will. I think they go to the 9 teams because it gives more.
They'll go to
more
9
views.
teams because they'll
Monday
more games, which is more.
But then the year after, you're going back to a bye anyway. So you haven't one season without a bye, and then you go back to a bye.
Well, that's the thing. Do you go back to a Monday night game, or do you just go 3 games on a Sunday?
I think you go 3 games on a Sunday first, unless they move the stupid 6 o'clock Friday night game, which I don't think they will, because that works really well for home games for the Warriors. Absolutely shit house for Perth. Perth will never play at a 6 o'clock Friday game.
Yeah, well, that's
They will.
3 o'clock. That's 3
Yeah,
o'clock
that's like
over
3,
there.
4 o'clock in the afternoon for them on a
Yeah.
Friday.
they will
Everyone's still coming home from work.
They'll
What
play
you
at
do
that
is,
time. It'll be over there.
well, what you do is you put the Warriors on the Friday night at 6 o'clock, and then Perth at the later game.
Yeah,
On the,
that'd work really well. But what I mean is, you're not really, unless it's like Good Friday when
but
everyone's home or a public holiday.
But the other thing with that too is, righto, so if you do the Warriors at 6 and then Perth at the 8 o'clock game, they're actually going to be playing at the exact same time.
Yeah.
I think it'll be Super Saturday, Super Sunday.
Yeah.
I don't think
they'll still call it Sunday ticket. It won't be changed to Super, but it'll be 3 games each.
They
Saturday,
won't go
Sunday.
to Monday night.
I think they do once the 20th team that they decide comes in, which brings me to the other thing that I was thinking about today when I was writing this episode out. I said last year that over Christmas or after Christmas, they were going to eliminate the origin eligibility thing with the tiers and Kiwis and Englishmen and be able to play it. And not gloating, but I did get that right because that did happen. With all 3 of us, I know I put yous on the spot because I've already thought of mine. What do you think the next big call that changes the game's going to be? Whether it be a rule or what do you think the next thing they're going to bring in?
2 teams in New Zealand. 2 teams in New Zealand.
Do you reckon they're going this year that they're going to announce this year?
Oh,
Do you reckon
not,
they
not
announce
this.
a new team not for this year, but you know what I mean? Well, they could announce that 2030 another New Zealand team. They could do that this year. Gives them more time to build and stuff.
Well, not really, because they've already got it there. Because, like, I was watching the thing there the other day, and they said the North Island and South Island, they pretty much hate each other.
Yeah.
It's like a rival between them. Christchurch is one of the base, and Auckland is the other base. So, yeah. they could make it work, but
yeah.
But what I think might be a big call this year, probably they're going to kick Parramatta out of the comp.
That's your big call, is they're going to kick Parramatta out of the comp.
No, I don't know.
We want listeners, dickhead. Zach?
No, because one of my mates, he's a mad Parramatta supporter.
He's a weird fucker then.
And one of the other blokes is a Rooster supporter, and like they go at each other all the time on Facebook. And he put the ladder up there the other day going, oh, look where everyone's standing. And then I just get on there and I'm just like, up the wires. And then,
he was over in the corner going, let's go, bro.
Yeah, I'm just like, up the wires. And then both of them just like it. And then that's it. They just stop going at each other.
What was the sign? Gone Warriors or something?
Yeah, let's go on Warriors.
Let's go on Warriors?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck it all. Zach, what do you reckon the next big announcement's going to be?
I reckon by the end of the year they're going to announce mid-year internationals again.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see it coming back. They're going to have as the world game grows.
If
they're
it
going
grows.
to. I think it will. With this whole Vegas thing's slowly taken off. They're going
I think that the Vegas thing might be more so taking off because Australians like a boys trip and they like to get pissed, and it's in Las Vegas and it's a big trip and it's an excuse. My team's going to Las Vegas to play. I'll never get to see this again. I think that's why it seems it's doing a job. It's doing what it's designed to do. It is bringing popularity to it in America, and they keep going there. Do you think it's going to result in a competition coming out of America to rival the NRL in, say, 15,
No, that's
20
never
years?
going to happen. That's never going to happen.
Oh,
But I'm talking about that international games growing, and they want more internationals.
yeah. Well, he wants to do the global.
We're going to see Tonga and Samoa start playing internationals throughout the year.
Yeah,
We're going to see the Anzac Test come back.
yeah. I wouldn't mind
If
saying
they're going to reduce. They're going to reduce the games, like club games of the year, because they're all whinging about the season's been too long. I think they're going to bring international games back in, and it'll be announced by the end of the year.
Yeah. All right. Well, I reckon
Mind you, if Cowboys play over in England like they did with the Vegas thing, probably going to go and sort of link it up with a EPL match.
You reckon?
Yeah. Make a full week, fortnight, month.
I was going to say, you're going to need more than a week.
Full month of it.
Yeah.
Business expense.
See, that I could justify going over and watching my team play, or just say in London. I know they're not going to probably play it in London, but like I said last week, North of England's more a league sort of thing.
You didn't even want to spend the money to drive to Newcastle.
Me?
On the weekend.
Yeah, because fuel's fucking expensive.
He wasn't even worried about the fuel. He did not want to be down there when New Zealand won.
Like, dead set, there's money in oil.
Be honest.
Did you know there's money in oil?
Yeah.
I'm going to start just digging in the backyard. Probably hit a sewer pipe and go, fuck, found oil.
Shit, fine then, won't you?
Yeah, pretty much. You do that for a living anyway, so yeah. I think my big call that they're going to make, and I don't think it'll be by the end of this year. I think it'll be probably will be the end of this year because they're doing the TV agreement. Chiefs come in. There's extra teams, so that takes it to 19 teams. Or it might be the end of this year because next year goes to 18 teams. And I've said it before, the top 8 was designed as half the competition can make finals. So I think by the end of the year, after they've completed the TV deal, there'll be an extra week of finals and it'll be a wild card round because that's what the AFL's done.
Yeah.
And the AFL will do it this year. They might wait and see what the reaction to the AFL is before they announce it. But I'm pretty sure once the TV deal, they're going to announce that there's going to be a wild card round and go down that route. And I think it's going to be 10, 9, 8 and 7 will play each other. So 7 will play 10, 8 will play 9, and the winners out of that will play 5 and 6.
No, I don't reckon they play 5 and 6.
I think the top 6.
I reckon they play 1 and 2.
I think the top. Oh, yeah, they could do that. That'd make sense.
Because
advantage, but
because your top teams get the bye.
Yeah.
Straight away.
Yeah, well,
so you may
the
as well,
6 are going to get the bye. The 6 are going to get the bye, but the way that I'm seeing it is that goes in and then makes an 8, and it'll just go exactly how it already does go. 5 and 6 will have to play that week, and then the week after to go up against the teams that are playing to go into the final. But I think that, say, now the Warriors and the Panthers are 1 and 2. I think if they win after the week after the wild card round, I think they get another bye, and then they only have one more game to play to get into the grand final. So they only play 2 games in the finals, and the rest of them battle out for that chance to play in that prelim. I think that's the way that they're going to go with it.
I'd rather your team just play the through.
You know?
I'd rather your team play through.
I can understand that. But they're going to give out of those. They're still going to give the advantage to those top 4 teams. They get the home final. They're going to get all of that stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's how they're going to format it. I still think once you get to 20 teams and that, I think it's still going to be a top 10. It won't be a top 8. And the only way that you can do it's a wild card format where 7, 8, 9, and 10 all play each other in the first week of the finals, and then the rest of them play it out.
Like 1 and 2 get the bye.
Yeah, now you say that.
3 through to 10 play.
Yeah, but 9 and 10 are going to be the teams that are the actual wild card.
Yeah, well, that's all right. You play 9 and 10
They've
against
got
each
their
other.
Wild card.
The 9 and 10 play against each other.
Yeah.
Then,
But how's that going to be fair to who 7 and 8 play each other? So what then? 8 or 7's kicked out, and a wild card team gets to play.
Yeah, that's the thing. Well, when you look, if you look at it last year on the for and against, so from I think one of the years from 6 to 12 or 13 were all on the same points except for for and against. If you're on the same points and it's just a for and against that's keeping you out of the top 8.
Yeah, well, that's part of it. That's
enough.
why for and against is there. For and against is there for that reason.
Or learn to tackle.
And then it goes even further. If they're a level on for and against, then it goes to how many tries you've scored, and then it goes to how many conversions and all that shit. It just goes down all the way through it. So I'm worried about Zach.
No, it's his light in the background.
No, it's coming
done
up
it
network.
last.
Struggling.
No,
Anyway.
Not on
Anyway,
mine.
I think it'll be a wild card thing. I don't know how they're going to format it. I honestly think they're going to have like a 7 against 10, 8 against 9. Whoever loses is knocked out. Those two teams that win, they go up and join the top 8. And I think they do it the way that they already are doing it, because the reason that the top 4 play each other and the bottom 4 play each other and then the top 4 get another chance is literally because of when a team won the minor premiership, they get knocked out by 8th wasn't fair because they've gone through to win the minor premiership and they're out in the first week.
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
No, it's fine. It's different competition. I don't see if you're the minor premiers and you're good enough to win the minor premiership, you should be able to beat 8. But that's not how they do it anymore. Even the AFL do the same thing because we converted from McIntyre to their top 8 like they did. So that's why I think that they'll change this, because it's fairly easy to understand once it's formatted out the way it should be. And there'll be a lot of planning around it, and I think it'll be announced as part of the TV deal. So it still means that that's 10. So that still means 7 teams miss the finals every year, or 8 once the Chiefs come in. It's still going to be hard to be better than half the competition.
Yeah,
not if you're sitting on top of the table, baby.
They may not even change it. It may just be top 8.
It's too little of a thing to actually run the finals off an 8.
Yeah, but it's going to make teams want to be better.
Yeah, but if I'm looking from an NRL...
If you've only got to win half the games to get into the top 10...
Yeah,
and just sort of coast through. You get that little bit of bonus and everything because you made the finals. Like you don't. It'd be like the Tigers. They were 9th for fucking 5 years in a row.
Yeah, but if I'm looking,
they never got better.
If I'm looking at it as from a business point of view, from both people that have the TV. No, I'm not. I don't know fuck all about business, but if you look at it from their point of view. That's 2 extra games that you can put onto your TV screen to have viewers watch your TV channel, driving your numbers up, driving your money up. So you're going to pay them. And then the NRL, coming off that, the NRL gets paid more because we're going to offer you these 2 extra games before the finals that are going to be final quality games before it actually happens. I think they could do that. That ruins my plans of having a week off before the grand final to combat concussions. But because that's extending the season by another week, but I think they need to reformat it.
I don't think they're going to change the date. Their grand final is going to be on the long weekend, and it's going to stay there.
I think next season, when the Chiefs come in, I think they're going to reduce the season because there's going to be no buys at all, other than the round. They'll probably have buys around Origin. They're still not going to change
when they finish. The grand final will stay on a long weekend.
But they'll shorten the season up, so we'll probably be starting now.
Which is what I said.
Yeah.
They're going to bring internationals in.
Yeah.
We're going to see mid-year internationals come back. We're going to see the Anzac Test played on Anzac Day, hopefully, not fucking on the next Friday night, because that was a stupid idea.
Yeah.
The Anzac Test should be played on Anzac. Who cares if the clubs have got to bring other players in to out of their top 30 to come play that week? Who gives a fuck? They do it during Origin.
Yeah, I think there's a whole rugby league.
We want fucking Australia and New Zealand to bash each other on Anzac Day.
You want that? Send us a message. What would you rather see? Would you rather see the traditional...
James Fisher-Harris wants that, and he is a fucking purebred Kiwi. And he can't wait for it to come back.
So the Anzac games, the teams that play on Anzac Day are the Roosters and Dragons, and then the Storm usually used to play the Warriors, but they've changed that now where the Warriors have their own at home, the Storm have their own one. I think the Knights played the Warriors last year. They did. They had those sick jerseys. But
doesn't matter.
No,
I couldn't give a
think it
shit
does.
about club games that week.
But that's what I'm trying to say. Rugby league leans heavily on traditional shit, and you go change that traditional shit.
It's tradition to play the Anzac fucking Test.
Well, so the Warriors
It's
play the
not.
Dolphins this year on Anzac Day.
Yeah, they're swapping and
They only
changing with
got
those
rid of
two.
that Anzac Test.
The only traditional ones, the Roosters and Dragon
South. Oh, Roosters Dragon.
And they can play Thursday night football the following round.
But that's the whole point of playing it at the SCG on Anzac Day is the whole point of it.
Will you put New Zealand versus Australia at the SCG?
Yeah, I know. I understand where you're coming from.
That would be
Anzac
a really
Test
good thing.
used to be played on Anzac Day.
I think there's going to be people that are going to want it the other way around.
Nah.
I think there will be. But, yeah.
Well,
anyway,
why don't they make it like a state of origin then? Have them start off, get rid of the no, you can't get rid of the Indigenous and Maoris game.
Funny you say about the Indigenous game and getting rid of it and what we said. Addo Carr, I can't remember who else it was. Addo Carr and somebody else, like a former great Indigenous player, is trying to organise a tour. I don't know of where or who they're playing, but they're trying to organise like the Ashes last year with Australia. They're trying to organise a tour for the Indigenous team to go England or New Zealand or something like that to play teams over there or play England or whatever with Indigenous only team. And Addo Carr reckons that they're going to be keen to play it.
Yeah, right.
What did we learn from last week's round? What stood out to you?
Knights suck.
Knights didn't suck.
Oh, no, we suck again.
I'm happy to take the loss because the Warriors did play better. And I am saying right now, Tanner Boyd is killing it. I'm absolutely loving what he's adding to the Warriors. Movie, you can announce your team's little announcement if you want. Do you want it?
He's back, baby. He's fucking back.
So Metcalf's coming back in.
Has been named as number 6.
With Tanner Boyd. And the way that they're playing at the moment, I think that's a really big in, and they're going to be very hard to beat.
See, the thing is, Bart,
Metcalf they've shot from the inside,
and
below the hip, knees going again.
Well, the thing is, they have named Chanel on the bench as well.
Well, I think that's the way it's going. Whilst ever Tanner Boyd's playing the way he is, and I think he's earned it, I think that's going to be the best halves combination that the Warriors are going to get.
The worst thing is they dropped Tuapiki. They did drop Tuapiki.
See, I'd leave Tuapiki there and move Charles to a fucking centre or something.
We'll see. Pompey's back. He's he only missed last week because of the birth of his child.
They've re-signed Tuapiki though, haven't they? Last week.
Yeah. He's I think he's on till the end of 28 or 29. All the young boys, they've signed them long deal, like Lecker, Lehman, Stone, Dimitri, and all that. They're all on until like either 28 or 30. Yeah. They've signed them on big time.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Cockstad's deal's over the end of this year.
We'll see. It's either this year or maybe the end of next year. But see, the ones that I think they're going to replace is RTS. No, Barnett's gone, but there's talk that they might be getting Grant Anderson from Brisbane. So he'll either replace Tuabasa, because Tuabasa is talks with a Sydney club, back to the Roosters by the sounds of it.
Well, what I seen was that they were offering him 2 Sydney clubs because he'd like to move back to Sydney, and that he won't take any less than a 2-year deal. He's not negotiating with unless it's less than 2. Yeah. If it's less than 2.
I hope he stays at the Warriors.
I hope he stays at the Warriors too, but he's also done a lot for that club.
The thing is, if he stays at the Warriors, he's on the run-on side. You can't bench him. No. You cannot bench him. He's too fucking good.
That's what I mean. Like, Cockstad's going to be... I'd say he's going to be moved on. Not that he's a bad player, but there's 2 more teams coming in. Like
Clockstad is a really good player. Like
no,
he
he is.
he left the Warriors because they had Tuivasa there. There was no place for him, so he went to the Raiders. And then when he got injured at the Raiders, that's when they dropped him reserve grade. And then that's when Tuivasa was gone. So they thought, oh, we'll bring him back. And then Roger wanted to come back from there. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's
But
like
Peaky, I've worked
it's a
out why.
good headache to have.
Yeah.
Very good headache to have.
Yeah, no, it is. It's good. It's just showing growth and depth in the New Zealand team that they haven't had for a pretty long time. Their last finals run was 2011 when they run the grand final. So, and I worked out why Zach likes Tuapiki so much. He's got a cool name to say, just like friggin' old mate at the Roosters.
Mark
He's basically a New Zealand Matt Bowen. So he's covered off two of Zach's favourite things. He's cool to say. And
nobody, and I mean absolutely fucking nobody, is anyone like the Mango.
Reece Wesser.
Nah.
Yeah,
I've worked with Reece Wesser.
You showed up and stole the wage. He happened to be on the same job site.
Yeah. That's exactly
if anyone compares to Matt Bowen, I reckon Reece Wesser.
No,
fucking
the Mango was in a league of his own.
So I want to find out what a New Zealand version of a mango is. Is it a kiwi fruit?
It's a fucking bird, you spastic.
What would be a kiwi fruit? Do they come from New Zealand?
No.
I'm starting to sound like an idiot, aren't I? I really want to go to New Zealand and try one of these pies that they keep talking about. It's starting to give me the shits.
Hey, I've actually thought about flying over there for a game because the speedway season also starts like very shortly over there.
You can't afford fuel to go to Newcastle, cunt.
I know. Well, at the moment, I'm close to it.
I'm talking about this fucking muppet. Oh, I'm coming.
Yeah, jump on the coal train and fucking write it down.
I've got a passport. I don't have to pay for a passport. So I'm allowed out of the country.
Yeah, my passport's run out.
You're allowed out of the country, but you're not allowed near schools.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the Knights. Not upset that they got beat. The Warriors were the better team, and I'm happy to take the loss. Tanner Boyd played out of his skin. Across all the games this year so far, the new 6 again rule where they've set it back is what's affecting all the scores. We're getting
in round one, though, did it?
The only team that is capitalising on the 6 again rule,
Warriors the other night.
No, every fucking round so far is the Warriors. The Warriors are the only team that are capitalising on the 6 again rule.
I don't think they're the only team that's capitalising on it. See, what's happening is they're just cocking their arm, and it's basically
still saying thank you.
It's basically making it so that it's unlimited tackles again because you're just hit up, and then they're getting fatigued. You're going to see the end of this year, they're going to have a lot of injuries if they keep this up.
You know what it is, bud?
Competitiveness.
You know how you get your 6 agains? A good hooker.
Yeah.
Because you get up, the players in the ruck. If you've got a smart hooker, you can get a 6 again pretty damn fucking easy. Harry Green does it. Wade Egan's doing it.
Speaking of hookers, I wouldn't be...
What sort of hooker?
Speaking of rakes, I wouldn't be too surprised if...
So the hookers in Bogabri rakes?
He's moved on.
Who's that?
I don't mind that young hooker coming off the bench.
What's his name?
He come on for Egan on the weekend, and
they've been doing that for the last season and a half now.
Yeah,
Egan's only since Egan he hurt his elbow there.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be too surprised if Egan's, I wouldn't say pushed out, but asked to relocate.
Oh,
he'd be a good 9.
Last year they were saying that Egan should be New South Wales number 9.
I think Brayley's got him covered.
The worst thing
he's
about
definitely
it
in the
is his head
discussion
knocks.
last year, but I don't think Egan is Robson or Brayley.
No, I don't know if Brayley's going to push Robson out of that either, because he played really well on the weekend, coming back from a broken thumb at a new club. The 6 agains, they're definitely affecting everything. There's going to be more high scoring games, and I think this season is going to be, they're going to break records for the highest scoring games, overall scores for the entire game.
Yeah.
Like, the Knights game was a good example. Knights' defence was shithouse when those 2 tries went through untouched, but I think that's mostly a result of fatigue is why that happened, why it became so easy, because they just had that many 6 agains all in a row, and then they sent Hunt off. And I still don't know what Hunt was sent for. I know he was sent because of the continuous penalties, but what did he do in the first place to warrant the penalty? Anyway, did you notice anything this weekend that stood out to you?
I didn't see much football, really.
You didn't see much of anything. We texted you on Saturday to play video games, and we haven't heard from you since.
I wasn't like I said, I was out of service. I was out the block.
How?
Well, we left home, I think it was like 1 o'clock-ish.
How can you afford the fuel?
And then didn't get home until I think it was 11:30.
Yeah. No,
that night.
That's all good. You gave me the promise of playing Farming Simulator. You didn't show up.
I was doing real life Farming Simulator out there.
Yeah, I offered a tractor.
Yeah. I was actually supposed to send you a picture of another tractor that I've seen out there for sale, but I didn't stop.
You just want to know what the really shit thing about this week is? The fucking Broncos won. And what do Broncos fans do when they win?
Oh, yes. Well,
they come out of the woodwork and they carry on, and it's like you've won 1 game, dude.
So
you've still won less than the Knights.
The Jonesy rang me there this week. You know what the first words he said was? I've already got my grand final tickets.
He probably does.
And I'm like, fuck off, mate. I said they won 1 game. He goes, yeah.
They get beat this weekend by the Dolphins if Payne Haas is out.
I could name...
Payne Haas hasn't been training this week either.
I could name 3 teams that are playing better than the Broncos right now.
The Warriors,
Panthers,
yeah,
Rabbitohs, and Raiders.
That's 4. Can you count?
Yeah.
Nope.
I wouldn't say the Raiders. The Raiders haven't. The Raiders.
No, the Raiders will come good by the end of the season. I don't think they'll be as far off where they were last year.
Playing better than the Broncos right now.
They are.
But then in the same sentence, you said.
Also said that I could name 3 teams and I named 4.
Yeah, you're drunk.
No. I think the Raiders are playing better than what the Broncos are. I know they just beat the Storm in Melbourne, which they haven't done for a very long time. And Zach did say last week that the time for the Broncos to win would be this week in Melbourne against Melbourne. So, yeah.
What was noticed about that game, though, Broncos also done it only using 2 subs.
Yeah.
They didn't use their whole bench.
Yeah, Madge wanted the more experienced players on the park and went with that, so it worked for him.
It did.
So, I think Melbourne blew a couple of opportunities at the end where they probably could have won it, but ultimately they didn't. Broncos held on, and their defence was fairly decent to what it has been the last 2 weeks. But I still think for a team that's just come off a premiership win, I'd be expecting them to be give a lot more. So, yeah.
Like I said, they got the Dolphins this week, Battle of Suncorp.
Yeah.
And I think the Dolphins, the way they played against the Sharks the other night,
yeah,
I think the Dolphins could beat them.
Yeah. I think
Herbie's in good touch, and I think Cobbo's going to be out to prove a point.
So is Katoa. Katoa's only getting better. Like what stage did he start getting spoken about to partner a Moses or a Cleary in the halves for New South Wales?
Well,
Like,
he was
was
spoken
already
about last year.
Yeah, there was already talk about it, but I think he could be one of those players that's he could be a lot like DCE,
you
where
reckon?
he misses out on a lot of Origin games because of who's in front of him. Like DCE was stuck behind Thurston and Cronk for so long. He was up there and probably deserved a shot.
Yeah.
And Katoa could be very much the same with Cleary, Luai, Moses.
Yeah.
Like he's probably, I don't know, Cody Walker's still thereabouts, possibly for a 6. He's playing all right. Depending on who you pick. If Latrell gets picked at left centre for New South Wales, you could play Cody at 6.
You got Strange.
Yeah, you got Strange in there as well. I think that's the future, though. Strange and Katoa.
Yeah.
There's your next 7 and 6.
Well,
Cleary's still got a fair bit of time left, I think.
Oh, he's, what, 27, 28?
Yeah, something like that. Round about there.
But,
well, what you got to look at too is with Nathan is fucking what's his future look like, or like what's his future outside of rugby league look like with Mary?
Yeah.
If Nathan comes out and wins another premiership this year, wins the Origin, finally proves to everyone that he can lead that New South Wales team to a 3-0 victory or a 2-1 victory, does he walk away?
No, they come back to the Warriors. Ivan Cleary goes assistant coach to Andrew, and
that was
Nathan comes
Viagra.
in, and then
that was Viagra.
He's
playing with it now.
Jet. They bring in Jet.
Yeah, right. That's not happening.
But there's every chance that Nathan does walk away. He's then won everything.
Yeah.
If he can even win a Rugby League World Cup this year.
The reason why I think he wouldn't walk away is he's leaving a lot of money on the table by doing that. Though,
yeah, but
you think a Super League team isn't going to throw bulk dollars at him?
I don't know if a Super League team is going to pay as much as an NRL team paying.
I think a rugby union player.
I think a rugby union team would pay him more than an NRL team.
Well,
he's shown interest to play. He's shown interest to go and have a crack at rugby union, which is more popular in England. So, I don't think it's suited. The Super Rugby shit. The Pacific unit, it's not hyped up. No one do you ever meet someone that's excited about it? Do you ever see a jersey in the street? You don't. You never do. It's shit. They can't compete with AFL and rugby league. Simple. The A-League, you see more A-League jerseys around than you do. I've never seen someone wearing a Super League jersey, a Super Rugby jersey. And watching 360 last night, they had the CEO of the Warriors come in and said that if they brought in a second New Zealand team, it'd definitely be the most popular sport in
New Zealand. Oh yeah,
in New Zealand.
Yeah,
it'd overtake rugby because of stuff like just for a local sort of competition type thing.
Well, that's the thing. You got to look at it this way. They sold out fucking 2 rounds before the fucking NRL even kicked off. They had the first 2 games already sold out.
And I think the last push that New Zealand need to fall in love with rugby league proper and hard is the Warriors to get a couple of premierships. They win one, they're going to go nuts.
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah,
they're going to go mental. Nuts. Could you imagine a New Zealand team in any sport that wouldn't be excited to get it over an Australian competition?
Yeah.
Like, I know that the Big Bashers, they offered for a New Zealand team to come in and play in the Big Bash. They've declined it because they want to create their own 2020 league. How it goes, I'm not sure. I didn't even realise how massive cricket was in New Zealand until a couple of years ago when I realised that the one-day team was actually half decent, the test team's actually half decent. I always just thought that it was like a mediocre thing in New Zealand, but it's not. Because I don't actually know much about New Zealand.
They weren't always as good as what they are, though.
No. Tildas went down to Japan. The dream's over. But are we I probably am surprised, to be fair. I'm surprised how far they blew out in the odds. Like, the Matildas are a top team in women's international soccer. They're not slouches.
No, but
isn't Japan fucking number one, but
Japan's out there.
I thought the US was in women's soccer.
US is right up there in the women's. So
Brazil, England.
Yeah, but I don't know. A couple of injuries didn't really help Matildas, but
no,
yeah, it was unlucky. They made the final. They'll go again, but that team's been together now for a few years. They've probably got sort of, I don't know, maybe 3 seasons left before you start seeing some major retirements coming out of that side.
Yeah.
And then we'll start to see how much depth.
But those girls are setting the foundations for the ones that come behind them, though, to improve it.
They are, and like, you'll still have like Mary Fowlers and that are over in England playing, and they'll still be around for a few more years. Like,
yeah,
it's the same with all women's sports. Eventually, they're going to want to start having families, so that's why you see a lot of the women retire early and then come back. When they come back, they're never really the same.
And there's a couple of the NRLW girls that come back and they didn't miss a step.
Yeah, but you see a lot of them on the international stage. They try to keep playing internationals as long as possible.
Yeah. One more thing before we do our tips this week, because we always talk about the games a bit more than what I realised. I watched Huddersfield play Bradford the other day. Now, I'll go and have a look at the English game, see where it's at. It's not at the standard of the excitement of the NRL. Yeah, fair enough. They're not that bad. It's still rugby league. It's still good to watch. But the one glaring thing that I seen in it the other day, the officiating is atrocious. There was a dude, they kicked the ball dead, he picked the fucking thing up and ran to the 20-metre line to take the tap, hasn't tapped the ball and just kept running. Yeah. And the referee had his back turned around and just play on. So he's run like nearly 40 metres up the field without tapping the ball. Like, yes, the referee had his back turned, probably shouldn't have. Keeping an eye on what's happening in the game. Where are the touch judges? Or the video ref to call him back and go, no, go back and play it? It's not that hard to make a quick decision if he didn't tap that on his foot.
Yeah.
And there was a few of them that was just, it seemed the referees were confused on the rules, to be honest. Maybe the NRL taking over and fixing the rules so they actually join up together as an international sort of rules that it's all the same. Like, even at this stage, we've got 6 interchanges. If they play England in a final, it's back to 4. The 6 again thing, they do that now, but it's not the same as ours. Like, it's always a year behind before they catch up. And then we've got another rule that changes it again. Maybe the NRL taking over kind of brings that a bit closer, that they change it on a whole. But yeah, we'll just have to see how that goes anyway. So, any other sports before we get on to the tips you want to talk about?
No, I don't have any more sports to really talk about.
I watched a little bit of the AFL. The Suns seemed to be going all right.
I did a couple of minutes of it, but not much. It's hard to get into the AFL. It doesn't excite me.
I tried to watch friggin' the splits view on KO. And this week I sent to you like who's KO's playing up and stuff. I've had trouble with KO all weekend. The split screen won't play properly.
Yeah, there's
It
big
freezes
dramas
up.
with KO at the moment. I was reading an article earlier. A lot of people are blowing up over it because they upped the prices.
That's what I mean. They've upped the price on the KO to something ridiculous, which I'm going to pay because I want to watch every rugby league game every week. I'll watch the NFL games and all that. I'll watch all the shows. I have KO going constantly, almost. So it's worth it to me. But to somebody who only wants to watch a supercars game, race, which they're every, 3 weeks apart, they don't need it for those other 2 weeks, so they're not watching it. It's pretty pricey. And it's hard you can't watch supercars otherwise. Like, it's stupid. But to up the price and then the quality of the actual product goes down is a bit, they're not going to refund it. It's just not what happens. So
I watched actually most of the game of the AFL on the weekend, the Adelaide game.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, because I had a bet on that game. But yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the fuck they were doing, but yeah.
Oh, you get the ball and then you kick it to someone, and then they kick it to someone, and then you got 3 chances of scoring. If you get it in the middle, you get full points, and if you miss, they'll give you a point for trying.
Yeah, but if it bounces bounces before the line and rolls through, or if you punch it through, is a different score as well. But what I can't figure out is right.
Bounces.
They've got a fucking
bounce and go through the middle.
They've got the oval for the outline. The cunts fucking run around outside of it anyway, but
no, the ball's got to stay within the line. It's the same as soccer.
Yeah, like fucking. I was watching
the line.
Mate was running on the fucking fence there on the weekend.
Yeah, so rugby league
still kept going.
Rugby league is the grounds, the air's not. Soccer and AFL, it's like there's a wall sitting there, and once it touches that wall, it's out. Yeah. It's past the boundary. That's why they do that.
The soccer has to be whole ball.
Yeah.
The ball can be on the line.
Yeah, well, AFL's the same.
So
it's got to be the whole ball over.
And rugby league, you can run around outside. You've just got to be
I know. You just can't touch the ball while you're out there.
You can't touch the ball in soccer, or you're standing outside of the pitch as well.
Oh,
you can touch it as it's going, and you can run out and then come back in.
Can you do that in AFL? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not that into it. So. All right.
Can you get around it, Bart?
Can not get around it.
Can I get it? We've got to bring back the get around it. We don't get around nothing this way. We'll do what's Zach around this week again? What are you around this week, Zach?
I'm around the Wars to win 13 plus this weekend.
The Wars win 13 plus?
Dewey's been named, so Dewey is not as injured as anything everyone thought. But Luai is out.
Luai's gone 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Well, 95% of tips on Supercoach has gone the way of the Warriors.
Yeah, but see, the funny thing is, the easy games that the Warriors should win, they fucking lose.
Until this year.
I tell you what, that game, that's the battle of the hookers, Egan and Coruscant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it'd be a good matchup for May against Fisher Harris.
Yep. We'll see. Barnett's coming off the bench as well.
No.
Barnett's still Barnett. You can't drop Jackson Ford at the moment for Barnett.
I don't think they do, knowing that Barnett wants out.
That's right. Jackson Ford is leading the Dally M's. Fucking hell. For a player that couldn't get a run on side 3 years ago, got kicked out of the team, then come to the Warriors as a bench player, now is
leading the Dally M's.
Leading the Dally M's class is one of the best props at the moment going around.
All right. Well, we've jumped the game ahead.
Around him?
Hey?
Did you get around him?
Get around the what?
Well, pretty much.
Yeah.
We skipped the game. So who have you got on the Warriors? I'm loving the way the Warriors are playing at the moment. They're really good to watch. Tanner Boyd's killing it. Metcalf coming back. I'm home that day, so I'll get to watch to see how they combine together.
What day do they play?
I don't think Boyd and Metcalf have played together yet, have they?
Yes, they played last season together.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Yeah.
They play Friday, 6:00. Told you.
Who's the Thursday night game? Who's the Thursday night game?
All right. Who have you got? You both got Warriors. I've got Warriors.
Yeah.
Everyone's on the Wires.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm on the
Tigers. Thursday night's game is the Seagulls and the Roosters. Yeah, I've got the Roosters, and my margins. It is at 4 Pines, which the Knights beat them at 4 Pines, so that doesn't mean anything anymore.
Yeah, but they beat the bye at 4 points.
Yeah.
They didn't beat the bye. They were given 2 points for no reason. You're full of shit.
That's an interesting one. I'd like to take Manly to win.
I can't. Robson played well last week. I think if DCE takes a little bit more
have you got the teams
control,
list up? Have you got the teams list up for that one?
The team list? I haven't got the team list.
Because I heard that DCE was benched and Sam Walker was in.
Surely not.
I've seen something there's Savo.
They're not going to bench the 6 to play the 7 that's already in.
And they're not going to bench Cherry Evans. Cherry Evans is named at 6.
Right. No.
And Walker.
Roosters.
You know, Roosters? Because they've been piping it up as friggin' Daly Cherry Evans return home.
Yeah.
So
and watch, it'll be a fucking upset. Manly will come out and fucking annihilate them.
I've got 18 points for Roosters.
No, I reckon probably 8 points in it.
Who else you got?
Manly have been very average the last 2 games they played.
I don't know. I think
they should have beat the Knights.
I think Olakawatu is going to just fucking jam DCE from the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think so.
But
I think DCE's, how many years did he spend there? 15?
13, 15, yeah, something like that.
So he's going to have a lot of secrets from that ground, from the way that team plays. And I think, Chooks will they'll be too good. Robson's playing for his New South Wales shirt.
I don't know if it's warranted for him to be dropped from New South Wales, but Brayley is probably
Brayley's knocking on the door.
He's up there with Harry Grant.
Brayley was good the other night.
New South Wales have come off a loss though. So how many changes do you make? So
I don't think the changes are in the spine though.
Well,
other than
does a Brayley serve a Moses and a Cleary better?
No.
Fullback maybe. Does Edwards get the nod? I don't really. Who do you reckon would be putting their hand up for that New South Wales 1 jersey?
Tedesco.
Yeah.
Drink water.
So we've all got Roosters.
Yep.
I have a feeling that this week we're going to be all the exact same bets. Just looking at the draw. So we've got Broncos, Dolphins. That's Suncorp. You've got Dolphins.
Yep.
I just proved that wrong because I've got the Broncos. Because I'm not sure. Has the Dolphins beat the Broncos yet?
Probably not. I'm going to go to Dolphins.
Dolphins, that?
I'm on the Finns. I said that before.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I said the Finns will beat Broncos this week.
Yeah.
No Haas. I think the way the Dolphins played last week, they were the Finns that I predicted at the start of the year to play finals.
Yeah. I got Bulldogs Knights at Acor Stadium on Saturday. The Bulldogs are playing Knights reserve grade. Ponga's out, Brown's out, Trey Mooney's out. Don't really know. I'll have a look at the team list. I don't even know who was named. I think they've got too many players out.
Gamble's
and Fletch
alright.
still hasn't come back, really. He was named last week, but is he ready to go?
Yeah, but Gamble's pretty good. He's all right. He'll fill the spot.
I don't mind Gamble. He can fill a spot.
Gamble the 14, and he's no better than a 14.
So Fletch has been named. Frizzell's been pushed up front, which I expected. And then you got Croker coming in at lock. So I expected that change, that Frizzell would be pushed up front, because that's what they did last year.
Shouldn't even be playing the wanker.
I think it's once you get... I don't think the Knights have enough NRL experience on the bench to cause an upset. And we don't have enough creativity in the halves to score points. Because really, last week,
over top.
They scored points, but they struggled to find the line. They were fatigued. I'm happy to give this one to the Bulldogs. And I know out of the 4 rounds we've had, I've picked the Knights once. But I'm just trying to be realistic. So I've got the Bulldogs. Use on the Dogs.
You're even a true supporter.
I'm being realistic. I'm a supporter who also tries to teach you how to do a podcast properly. How about you earlier saying that Hoover carries me on the podcast? Did you tell him his asshole on your ladder?
Do you want to ask the viewers what they reckon?
Does Hoover carry this podcast, or are we dragging Zach behind us?
Please answer us, Fisky.
Yeah, well, he's not the only one listening. There's a few boys at work that are impressed by the new intro music. So if you're
I reckon
they're
they're more impressed about the bloke that introduces the podcast to start off with. Now we've got a lot more.
You do that now. Okay, yeah. Fine. You can do it. So,
Well, if you fucking learned to edit properly, we wouldn't have half the dramas we do.
I've been through why. All right, we're working on it. This one will be fine because you won't cut it up. Combank Stadium, 5:30 on Saturday. You have the Panthers against the Eels. I've picked the Panthers, but Parramatta have a habit of beating the Panthers for some reason, no matter how good or bad they are. I can't pick against the Panthers because they're playing so well, but the Eels have put big scores on them at starts of seasons and through the season, no matter where they are.
Did you see Brian Toto the other night?
Yeah. He learned all of his skills off his sister.
Jenkins on the other side.
Yeah.
So, the Riffs are putting 40 on him.
Yeah. Yeah, Jenkins is playing well.
Parramatta is going to have 50 put on him twice in the first 5 rounds.
I've already added Jenkins.
Confident.
I've already added Jenkins to the list of players that learned how to play after Luv and the Knights. So, he was horrible at the Knights. I don't know what's happening.
Do you think Dominic Young's good?
He's
your favourite player.
I'll give Dominic Young some credit this week. He actually ran through a line for one play. He didn't stand there and try pushing him off, and he nearly broke through. Nearly. So he's getting...
Yeah, but he didn't have the ball. He didn't have the ball when he done that.
Yeah, it was
he did.
Yeah.
He did. He ran through the line once. But Marju, I would hate for him to be running at me full pace. Fuck that. But we're all on Panthers. Anyone going to the Eagles? Anyone going to Ruffy?
Nah.
I feel like Zach is going to be I'm going to the Eagles.
I fucking hate Parramatta.
We're supposed to be giving expert advice. not opinions on what we like and dislike.
That is my expert advice.
All right, so give me your expert advice on Cowboys Storm.
Storm.
It's in Melbourne. You're not a true supporter. Yeah, Broncos played them in Melbourne. Why can't the Cowboys beat them in Melbourne?
The Cowboys can beat them in Melbourne. They have.
I don't think they have.
They have.
The Rabbitohs have never won in Melbourne.
So,
There's a little stat for everybody when they play each other in Melbourne. I'm on the Storm as well.
Yeah, Storm.
Raiders Sharks at GIO. Open the window and shatter glass and cut your hand. Stadium.
Sharks are gonna fucking want to bounce back after last week.
I think the Raiders are going to want to bounce back at home. I've got the Raiders. I've lived in Canberra. I know how passionate that team is, and that was they're half decent. They made the finals. So, what are you on, Zach?
I can't remember actually. I think I took the Raiders.
I think it'll be the Raiders. Hoover on the Sharks.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna
Sharks.
Sharkies can
It's
win.
Going to be a good game. It's going to be a good game.
I'm gonna say Sharks.
So Hoover's actually thinking about what he's saying because he's leading the tipping comp at the moment and he doesn't want to drop it.
The thing is, I'm leading in both tipping comps that I'm in.
Yeah, I'm about the same in both I'm in. So,
what happened to you at the weekend?
Hey,
what happened to you at the weekend?
I got half of them. So
you were very chirpy last week. You're at the bottom, you fucking Jonesy. You're fucking shit.
You're 1 point in front of him.
So
he's at the bottom.
Of 1 point behind you, sitting in fourth.
Yeah. So Jonesy's excuse was he's forgot to put him in on the Super Coach.
Oh, there we go. Titans Dragons wraps up the round this week. I think the Dragons are pushing for a win, and I think the
Dragons.
I was going to say the Dragons as well.
I can't see where the Titans' first win's going to come from. So,
fucking round 6.
They play the Knights?
No, they play the Warriors.
Oh, the Titans are a bogey team, aren't they? For the Warriors?
Yes, they are. They are a fucking bogey team for the Warriors.
Yeah. Everyone's on Dragons.
Titans are very flat.
Yeah.
Overnight. They copped a few 6 agains and it's been the tail of the whole opening few rounds, but
yeah, I think that's going to dictate games as the 6 agains, and it just basically comes down to possession. If you hold the ball, you're more than likely to get a 6 again.
It's not going to dictate games.
I think it will.
Because I listened to Willie Mason the other night, and then I actually went back and had a look at Penrith. Yeah. Penrith give away 6 agains on fucking purpose.
Yes, did you see that one that he put up on the podcast?
Yes, and then I went back and actually watched a few highlights, and Penrith give away 6 agains on fucking purpose, just to defend.
Yes.
It gets their line set.
Yeah.
And they're able to defend as a full line.
That's been a thing since the 6 again come in. That's why they started sin binning people for too many repeated ones. That's been around for a while. They're just better at doing it.
The shit that he's been saying lately is fucking spot on, but.
Oh, no. Willie Mason's great with like his podcast and all that. And he doesn't take a backward step. Take the Gordon Tallis thing that's been going on lately, for instance, right? The Broncos fighting with Tallis because Tallis said some mean words to him and stuff like that. Gordon Tallis is a media personality now. He's no longer a football player. He's a former football player. He's on the media, right?
Yeah.
He is paid to say that controversial stuff. So if it comes up, that's selling papers, that's selling subscriptions on your phone, that's making people watch 360, that's making people interact on the Facebook. That's all it is. That's what he's doing, right? Yes, he probably means it and he's coming out and he's saying it. Otherwise, he probably goes, you know what, I'm just going to stay quiet on this or whatever. And the reason that I say it, like Willie Mason, he's on his own podcast, he's got his sponsors, and that's what people want and what they want to listen to is his legit opinion. That's why he's good to listen to on that and why he's good with it, right? And the thing is, so when people are watching the commentary for like Origin and stuff, right, and you got like Cameron Smith, Billy Slater, Andrew John, they're always biased to their own Origin team, to their state, right? I remember listening to when Dan and Kemp was doing the Cameron Smith thing on SEN, and he'd do the podcast version on the podcast. I'd listen to it. And I remember Cameron Smith being on there, and he asked him about like how he's passionate about Queensland and all this. And I'm not saying that he's not passionate about Queensland, because you can't, because he, one of the best Queenslanders there's been for him, right? He literally said that when he went into that for the first time, he wanted to have a completely non-biased opinion on everything, and he didn't want to get into all that shit of friggin' Yahoo and friggin', Queenslander and all that shit. And then they come and approach him and they said, "What are you doing?" NBN or Channel 9, their producers told him to be biased. Why do they tell him to be biased? Is because that's what sells papers. That's what interests people. Cameron Smith comes out and goes, "This player's better than that player because he's a Queenslander," and then that player gets it over the Queenslander. Then you've got people interacting going, "Oh, you didn't know shit," and all that. That's why they do that. They're media people. They're paid to make controversy and make views and likes and all that stuff. That's what they do.
Yeah.
Willie Mason, he's on a podcast where he can say whatever he likes on there. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They're not going to sack him being on his own podcast at his own thing he's generating his own money through.
Yeah.
That's why that stuff's good. And that's why that stuff's good. And that's why generally people will go and listen to that stuff and they'll relate more because they're not biased to it. They take his opinion. And I listen to heaps of those sort of things where they talk. I like some of the stuff that freaking Mitchell Pearce and Todd Carney say on their one. And that's why I went on an NRL podcast. Even though we love watching NRL, we talk a lot about NRL. That's just easier for us to talk about. We try to cover other things because there's too many of them out there. And we're not former players. We're just fans who just love the game and love to talk about it and record it and hope someone else does too. So, yeah. But those media people, they're paid to say what they say. Journalists are paid to find what the scoops are and say things, and sometimes they try to get that scoop before someone else does so that they can sort of big note themselves, Like, I know that there's people that hated Paul Kent being on 360, but there's that many people that go and listen to his podcast because he's just open and he's not held back by anything anymore, And, yeah, it's just unfortunate the tree won, Anyway, so, yeah. All right, we've done our tips for this week. Anyway, everyone else go and remember to do your tips. It's in the Supercoach tips. Hoover isn't winning either. There's that other bloke, the Bronx.
Oh, yeah.
Who we don't even know who it is. So, good on you. Thanks for listening to the podcast and thanks for beating us.
Yeah.
So, I suppose. But, yeah. All right. Hoover, did you get up to any gaming? Because I know what Zach was doing. No point asking him.
Oh, only a bit of speedway.
Plough on the field.
I've done a bit of speedway before I went out to the farm. Quickly, but yeah. I've been playing the online ones at the moment versus all the Americans.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're fucking good.
Yeah. I don't know. I've thought about buying that, but see how I go.
It was free. Yeah.
Free?
I think it was. It was free there the other day, but I don't know now. I don't know. I've got it.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Oh. Anyway, before we get to what Zach was doing, because I know what Zach was doing. Last week, I was excited. Crimson Desert was finally getting released. I've been talking about it and that I was excited. It's supposed to be massive and all of that. I did buy it. I did download it. I have played it. I've only played about 2 hours. And it's not because the game's bad. It's not because of any reason other than I'll be sitting there playing and I couldn't concentrate because I just wanted to play Farming Simulator. So I spent a whole weekend playing Farming Simulator anyway and had to restart from zero again because I couldn't figure out how to unload parsnips and ended up $80,000 in debt without any loans. So I've since restarted. I now have a nice little property with a paddock. I have a little tractor with a mower, and we're doing well at the moment. We're looking at getting some bees. We're looking at getting some chickens. We're looking at planting some corn. I've got an eye on another field that's very cheap across the road. I'm going to fill that with grass. We've got a plan going forward. So the empire from zero is going to happen. But I really want to play some Crimson Death. I really do, because it's just, it is good. The puzzles make you think a little bit. I'll admit I had to Google how to solve one of them because I was sitting there for ages and I couldn't figure it out. And it was just the order that you hit the thing in. But other than that, it seems like it's going to be real good. And I don't even think I've gone past the tutorial to it. It's not really a tutorial. You're just kind of playing it. I don't actually understand what's going on yet. And I'll get back to you once I put some time into it. Like, it's supposed to be a massive game, like 80 hours for the main story and then extra content on side of it. It's pretty massive. So I didn't realize you could cut down trees and shit in it too. It's pretty cool. I don't know if you can build anything yet, but I'm going to see. So anyway, how's your farm going, Zach? Because that's all you did all weekend. Because I was there talking to you.
I did log a few hours ploughing the fields, on the grass. I even cut the neighbour's grass.
So when you was a teenager coming through chasing girls, did you ever actually think that you'd be on a podcast talking about ploughing and it'd have nothing to do with what you was thinking about back then?
Yeah, do you know?
You was just really excited to plough fields.
Yeah. A couple of hours of arc the other night, check on the base, make sure the dinosaurs were well stocked up on feed, ready to go another week.
Yeah.
And then, back to the farm.
Well, I think between Crimson Desert at the moment and Farming Simulator, I don't think they'll be playing much else for the time being anyway. So.
Yes, but then sitting there yesterday evening.
You got BMX Street, didn't you?
I did not. I did jump on and have a game of FIFA or FC.
Oh, FC. Do you reckon you could ever get used to calling it FC?
No, it's FIFA.
Have we found a way to make Farming Simulator competitive yet? Like, I thought the other day that we could do our own farms, first to $1 million, no loans at all. But you can do contracts, you can lease gear, but you can't get loans. So you can't just sit there and just click it till you got $1 million. I've seen a lot of them where they'd say that you can't lease stuff. You can only do contracts. But I don't think that's really fair because a lot of that stuff's expensive. Like,
I can't even work out the fucking map at the moment, so...
Hoover, I'll give you a little tip. I was listening to the podcast, both when I was editing it and when I was listening to it back to, fine-tune myself. And you said, quote, I thought this field was very close, so I started walking to it. Then realised I went in the wrong direction, so I went back and got my tractor and drove there. Yeah. And then I forgot that I didn't lease the shit.
Yeah.
Right? That's what you said last week. Hoover, if you go into the map and you put the little cursor over the field number and you push in your right analog stick, it'll come up view and you can transport there instantly.
Well, that'd be fucking easy, wouldn't it?
Heaps easier. You can check out what you need. Well, ultimately, you didn't lease the gear to do the job.
No, one of them I did lease it, but I had to go pick it up at the store, and I didn't know where the store was.
Yeah. Also, I think what you're having trouble is when you say you're using the map, are you like clicking it and have a look to see whether you're going the right way, or are you using the little one down in the corner?
No. I click on it.
Do you open it up?
Yeah, I open it up and look at it.
Full size?
Yeah, and then I just go, righto, I've got to go this way, and then I start going that way, and then I just get all the way there, and I'm like, where the fuck's his number at? Then I go back into the map, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going the wrong way.
Oh, no, don't do that. So if you hold down the L1 button and click the left analog stick, it'll open up the map in the corner bigger. And then if you click the left analog stick again while holding L1, it opens up the full map on the screen while you're walking so you can watch where you're walking.
Yeah, it does make it easier. I think it's too, when I go into the map, if I'm driving, when I go into the map, the tractor keeps going. It doesn't stop. It just keeps driving. Mine keeps driving.
Stay out of the water, because when the tractor goes in the water, it breaks.
Yeah, exactly. You had to buy a whole new trailer and everything. That was actually quite funny.
At least I didn't have to restart from zero.
What was you doing? You was yeah.
Or filling the water tanks up to go and fill up my greenhouses.
Yeah. The other idea that I come up with, or we come up with, me and Zach, was to start at 100,000 the other day rather than zero, because that gives you, everyone's got the same amount of money. You go onto the map, you buy the property that you want, or you do with the money what you want. Whether you go just buy farming equipment so you can go do contracts, buy a property, start setting up greenhouses, and do it that way. And we kind of thought that'd probably be an easier way for you to do it, Hoover, because the reason I wasn't making fun of you that you didn't know the buttons.
Yes,
I was literally
trying to help you out over the weekend, Hoover.
But I'm just pointing out that there is a big gap between us and you don't play games near as much as we do.
I'm going to poison your field.
I don't think you can.
And steal your tent.
Yeah.
Put it on your back.
Oh, steal me tent. Some dickhead bought a friggin', what'd you buy? A caravan for $100,000 and then sold it for
I bought it for 55 and sold it for 24. It was in my way. It served its purpose. Give me a house when I first started, and then I didn't need it anymore.
I don't know. What are you doing this week, Hoover? Are you running away again?
Log cabin.
I'm working on Saturday. And I don't know what I'm doing.
The current fuel crisis, it's probably best you go to work.
Yeah.
So, why? It costs you fuel.
Yeah, it costs me fuel to drive to work.
At what point is it going to get cheaper to stay home than put fuel in your car?
Fucking last week.
Like, is it going to be worth, like, going to work costs you money?
Yes.
It's $3.20 up. It costs me money every day.
Yeah, it's $3.10 down here at the moment.
Do you know what we're going to end up with? Remember how, like, back in the day, you buy a phone and you pay for minutes? And then and then they're like, oh, we'll give you free text messages after a certain time. And then it went to this and then that. And now you pretty much just pay a subscription to Telstra. We're going to end up having fuel subscriptions.
Yeah.
You're going to have to subscribe to BP and then they give you so much fuel for the week.
No, I think they'll talk about odds and evens numbers on your number plate.
What if you got both?
No, well, it goes off the last number on your number plate.
What if
I'm an even?
I'm an even.
Like, people wouldn't just go and get other number plates and put on there so they have one that's a 2 and one that's a 1 at the end. And some number plates don't have numbers.
No, but it's a fucking... Well, that's their fucking fault. They can't drive the car at all.
What if they do the last number on your VIN or something? They'd find a way around it.
A lot of people won't even know where their VIN number is.
I think that we're coming up to... We're going to have to go in and pay for fuel before you can pump it, because people are just going to be doing runners.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. But that's what it does at Costco. You put your card number in there, how much you want to put in there, and if you go past the number that you put in there, it just refunds it back to your card. So,
yeah.
I think that'll be the way that it'll go.
That's how it is out at WeWall as well. One of the servos out there, you go there and just...
Is this servo at WeWall?
Yeah.
There's fucking two of them.
I'm joking. I know there's a town of WeWall. Great Jamie Lyon comes from there. So
there's 2 servos.
Yeah, I know.
You don't.
We went to the pub there and got fucking mixed grills.
That wasn't the servo, though, was it?
No. Was it? I don't know. Probably. Could be.
You don't even know what you're talking, cunt.
What's your tips for this week?
I
Bets
need
or
to know
tips?
what
'Cause I tip
yours are
Roosters,
first,
Wars.
Hey? What'd you say, Zach?
I said tips or the bets, because my tips
Oh,
are
the bets.
Roosters, Wars, Finns, Dogs, Riff, Storm.
No, do the bets.
Don't tell me what to do. You know me, real dad.
Hoover, what are yours?
Warrington Wolves,
Wolves.
Supercoach. Wolves. And Collingwood in the
Collingwood,
AFL.
and who's Collingwood playing?
The other team, GWS, I'm pretty sure.
Do you know why I keep asking who they're playing? Because I
Why?
also have AFL teams, an AFL team in my bets, and I swear one day we're going to have bets where we're conflicting because we're
Well,
for the opposite team.
Fucking Zach's already done it to me where Zach tipped one and then I had the opposite team, and then
You had
you've
to
done it
change
to
it.
me. So I've had to change it.
That's what
And
I mean.
you know who I changed to both times? Tottenham.
Both times you lost.
Yeah.
Who's getting
They're still
relegated?
in relegation.
Well, they got
Not
beat.
far.
They got beat by fucking what's the other team that fucking old
Well,
mate
that narrows
left
it
them?
down.
Wasn't Liverpool.
No, what is it? Norfolk or whatever it is.
Oh,
Who's the other? What's the coach?
Northwich.
Yeah, what's the coach
Northwich?
What's the coach that got sacked by both of them?
Nottingham.
Ange.
They got beat by Nottingham.
Yeah.
Forest.
Ange.
Yeah, Forest.
Yeah, but don't stress about that, because Nottingham beat City a few weeks back, so it's all right. It's okay to lose to them.
Liverpool lost to Burnley badly.
Yeah, Liverpool is shit.
Next question.
City proved the point, though.
Yeah.
They beat Arsenal this morning 2-0.
Yeah.
The Carabao Cup. So that's just a taste of what's to come for Arsenal.
My bets this week, because I didn't actually get my bets on the podcast. If anyone listened through to the end and we just kind of suddenly stopped, Zach dropped out.
Did not.
And we decided not to say goodbye. Zach decided not to say goodbye. I might add.
No.
Me and Hoover were there ready to go, and Hoover's like, and Zach's go, we're not doing it. So, yeah.
Well, guess what? That's because you cut out my Haru every week. I say Haru.
So
I say Haru to everybody.
Every week, we go through, do our talks. On the podcast, it sounds like we're very fluent. We talk nicely. We talk at a nice speed. We don't sit here and 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 fucking sit there and have great big pauses for no reason, where Hoover gets up and goes and has a smoke or something.
No. I had a piss.
And then, right, so I put into the AI algorithm for the editing tool that I use, minimize word gaps to 2.5 seconds so that there's not big 30-second pauses where nobody's talking, because we do it every week. That's why I put that in there. Then when we
What happens if I talk really fast and it goes like this, and then what is it going to do then?
We'll find out this week, I suppose. But because that goes in, and because he talks real fast, it sounds like fucking Scooby-Doo when he does it.
I do not.
It cuts it out because it doesn't recognise it as a word. So that's why Zach's Huru got cut out every week.
No.
So,
Johnson just doesn't appreciate the fact that I'm a better bloke than him.
My sure bets for this week are...
They're not sure bets. You're fucking useless.
I was the only one that got one
better ever.
I was the only one that got one right last week.
No, you weren't. I got mine right.
Oh, I got both mine wrong.
No, I was the only one that got mine right.
What was that?
Melbourne lost.
Did they?
In the AFL. Yeah, they got beat. They got done 116 to 94.
We might have to change from sports bet too. They robbed me the other day. It came up with a notification. Pick a horse in the Golden Slipper, and if your horse runs second, we'll pay it out as a winner. So I went and put friggin', I don't know, the horse that runs second. I went and put friggin' $10 on it to win it. It comes second, nothing. I activated it and everything.
You can't put it on after the race is done.
I didn't. I put it on before. So
I backed second place as well. Did you, Hoover?
No, I backed 3 first and then 2 fifths on the weekend.
I've done the actual golden slipper.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, and I backed second place. And
anyway, my sure bets this week that hopefully come first and not second
useless.
is I've got Port Adelaide to win their game in the AFL and the New Zealand Warriors to win their game against the Tigers.
No, you can't.
Why?
Because you should have asked me what my bets were.
Every week, normally it's whoever gets in first. Whoever gets in first, we text each other what our bets are, and then the other person goes, "Oh shit, I got to do them," and then they text them so that we can guarantee our teams. And then whoever's last has to struggle to find something that they want to do. But this week, I was back at work, and I have not had time today to have a look at it. I had a look at it while we've been recording it.
Yeah, well, you're going to have to change yours.
Which one?
Because I've had mine all day. Both Port Adelaide and the Wars.
You're joking.
Nah, not really. I took the Dogs.
I just crossed it out. This is like when we started and you said, we've got video going, and I went and got out and tried fucking around, couldn't figure out how to fix it, come back and you was laughing your head off.
Dogs, 13 plus.
Dogs. Bulldogs. NRL. Not AFL Dogs.
Nah. Only you're the fucking silly fucker that does that. And my other one was the Wars.
The Warriors.
Yeah, no,
I can. You want Warriors 13 plus?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can always do Warriors to win as well.
No, I'll let him have it.
You can have a 13 plus and a Warriors.
No, well, I'll just go. I'll go Storm 18 plus over the Cowboys.
You can only go 13 plus. Or 1 to 12. So you're not a real smart person, are you?
All right. Storm 13 plus then. Do you want a 13 plus on one of yours too? Or?
No.
13 plus because I did.
I'm happy.
Why do you have to copy me? This is because me and Hoover carry the podcast, isn't it?
Oh, no, I only did it because the Storm play the Cowboys. That's the only reason. No other reason. It wasn't because you did it.
Yeah, you did.
If we go through and we win it, if this was our first bet, I can always remind you that, remember when I put that bet on that the Storm would beat the Cowboys 13 plus and you won money from it? From the Cowboys losing? So,
yeah, but it won't be because the Knights are going to get flogged by the Dogs 13 plus.
Oh, no, I know that they are. I've already accepted that. I'm already looking at like 6 weeks from now. Like, when's Ponga come back? So
12 weeks.
So yeah, no, I'm looking forward to the bye. To be fair, like we play the Raiders next week, so and then there'll be another one. I probably won't be picking the Knights unless they run out their reserve grade, and then we play the Tigers the week after, who I could probably get around to beating because that's when Brown's back.
Leave session.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Don't do that. We've got to stop. No.
We'll hurry up.
All right, this has been going long enough. I'll talk to you. This is our longest episode ever. It's episode 25, halfway to 50. I'll catch you next week. Over.
Yes.
Yes, what? I was just saying, are you going to say bye? Or?
Oh, see you later.
You'll talk real fast like this when you want to say goodbye, all right? That's how you say goodbye.
Nice to see you put your mustache back on this week. You left it in the kitchen the other day.
I wish you'd put a fucking hat on. The light's glaring off your fucking...
Thank you for joining Zach Hoover and I on the Incoherent Podcast. If you'd like to follow us on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts from, also head over to our Facebook page and follow us there. We're also on Instagram, the Incoherent Podcast. Thank you. Bye.